welcome to one of my YouTube videos. You know, I feel like I've done a few videos on Mr. Kanye. I've reacted to some of his stuff and made some other videos, but I've never done this type of video on him yet. I wanted to do a tier list of all of his albums. I don't know why I haven't done this yet with him. I think I've done this with Drake and Travis Scott, maybe. I don't even fucking know. But I wanted to do it on him. I feel like talking about him right now is like talking about Voldemort or some shit. Oh, it's just, you know, right now it's kind of a tough time to bring up his name to certain people, but we're just talking about his music, okay? His music only. Just how I feel about his albums, you know, as a whole. Some of the, I remember most of these wholeheartedly. A lot of these fucking songs, like, I listen to every day. So I just wanted to put them in a tier list. If you don't know how a tier list worked, I don't know why you clicked on this video, first of all, if you don't. But I'll tell you how it works anyway. We got GOAT shit at the top. That's where all the GOAT albums go. Underneath that, classic shit, very nice music, good sounds. And then, you know, after this is kind of like the shittier tiers. Okay tier, not really bad, but meh. And then we got bad under that, and then shitty Kanye at the bottom tier, okay? I don't have any tier that's for like, I don't know, because I've heard all these shits. Maybe not every single second of every single song, but I've definitely heard every album. And let me know in the comments before I get this started where I fucked up on this video. Okay, I want to read, I want to see your opinions on this shit. I'll reply to the comments, but let me know that shit. Also, let me plug my podcast. Let me get YouTuber on you. Smashpad Podcast, I'll put it in the description. I bring a lot of my friends on, we talk about shit. It's not just music, we talk about everything. But I'll shut my mouth now. I'll jump into this, okay? It starts off with 808s and Heartbreaks. Okay, it's definitely, it's not in release order, which is kind of good. I don't really like that. 808s, you know, revolutionary, started a lot of sounds. I'll put it in very nice music. And again, this type of list could not be more personal, okay? This is just how I feel day to day about these Kanye fucking West albums, okay? Some days I like albums a little more, some months I like albums more, some months I like, you know what I'm talking about? So it switches, okay? Okay, next we got Cruel Summer, which doesn't really feel like a Kanye album, but he's all over it, so, and there's some bangers on there, to be honest. I'll put it in good sounds. No one's thinking of that when they think of Kanye, no one's thinking of that fucking mixtape, or whatever the fuck you want to call that. It's not bad though, like it's got Click on it, which is hard, Mercy, Sin City, some other shit. There's some dope shit on there, but I'll put it right there. Donda 2, okay, this is the one. This is one where like I've only heard the leaks on YouTube, like 6 or 7 of them. Some of them are cool, some of them weren't. I know I kind of contradicted what I said earlier in this, but this one I'll put in not really bad, but meh. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's not for the average enjoyer. Like motherfuckers had to buy that. You think I'm buying that shit? Come on, be serious with yourself. But let's talk about Donda, the Donda 1. Donda 1, to me, is classic shit. Donda 1 is so fucking good. I don't know if it's slept on. I feel like people fuck with it in terms of like the internet and shit. But Donda now is better than it was when it came out. Donda's so fucking good. Okay, Graduation. Arguably top hip hop albums of all time, not even just Kanye West albums. I'm gonna put that at GOAT shit, way ahead of its time. And it came out in 2007 and motherfuckers are still going back every day and listening to most of those songs. It's very hard to do that with an album, so I'm putting it there. Jesus is King. Jesus is King is in good sounds as well. Not a bad album. Kind of a random album, to be honest with you. I remember some of my friends were on their mission for this. And like, obviously you're not allowed to listen to trap music about titties and shooting people when you're on a mission. But this album came out and I remember my friends on LDS missions and shit, they could listen to that. And I remember like, dude, did you check out the Kanye? I was like texting them. So, but it's not a bad album. I like that album. Kids See Ghosts. Very nice music. I would put it in classic shit, but it's a little too short and there's a couple misses. And the couple misses add up when it's on a short album, you know what I'm saying? But there's some very, very good songs. Reborn is one of my favorite songs ever, bro. Fourth Dimension, all that shit. Late Registration. This is kind of the era of Kanye that I sort of missed out on. I was born in 2001. I think this came out in what? 04? Some shit? This is kind of the era before me. I'm putting this in very nice music. I know a lot of people will put it way higher, and I understand. But this is, again, my personal stuff. I'm not returning to Late Registration too much. So, Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, GOAT. You know, I feel like everyone was expecting me to put it there, and it is there. It deserves to be there. So I won't get into it too much. Amazing album. I do think Graduation is better though, I will say that. College Dropout, classic shit. I like that one more than Late Registration, to be honest. All Falls Day, yeah, Get 'Em High, Slow Jams, Through the Wire. Yeah, there's some bangers on there, for sure. I like it better than Late Registration, so I'll put it above. Life of Pablo is fucking ridiculous. I'm also gonna put that in GOAT, okay? I don't know if that's common. I don't know if people think about that album. I don't know how to fucking talk, too bad, but I do. For certain. It might do, to me personally, it might be better than Dark Twisted Fantasy And that's where it gets kind of out of hand with that opinion. But I love Life of Pablo. Production on that's so fucking good. Low lights or highlights, I think both of those are on there. Waves, Saint Pablo, Real Friends, FML. What the fuck else is on there? Father Stretch My Hands, Ultralight Beam, that's the one I was thinking of. Wolves. No More Parties in LA. Like, dude, that's a fucking ridiculous album, whether you like it or not. All right, Watch the Throne. I don't know why. I'm gonna put that in Good Sounds. I don't know why. That's not really that good of an album to me, especially for two legends being on that shit, collabing on that. For some reason, I don't really fuck with Watch the Throne. Only a couple good songs on there. Real fucking Fellas in Paris, New Day. Those are the bangers, I guess. There's a couple more, I bet, but not my favorite out of Kanye's. Yeezus. Oh, we're wrapping up already. Yeezus. Very, very experimental, obviously. People are kind of going back to that, realizing that it's dope, right? Like, the past couple years. I don't really fuck with it too much, but I like that it's getting a little comeback for some reason. I'm gonna put it in Very Nice Music. Might be Good Sounds, to be honest, but its comeback is kind of making me bring it up a little bit. I'll put it there. And the last album, I hate being bipolar, it's awesome. The last fucking album. Another short one, another short album. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, amazing. Oh my god. Look, I have every song except for one downloaded and on a playlist of mine. You know, I'm gonna say fuck it, and I'm gonna put it in goat shit. 4 albums in goat shit. I could be argued to putting it down to classic. I could be argued, to be honest, but I'm putting it in goat shit specifically because of the hit ratio. 6 for 7 is a pretty fucking good ratio. And I'm surprised that there's no shitty Kanye. Oh my god! There's no Vultures on here! That's what it's missing! Okay, I got the Vultures album on there. I didn't even realize those weren't on there. You might have been thinking that at the beginning of this video, but we got them. Don't fret, bitch! So Vultures 1 I'll do first. Vultures 1, to be honest with you, I don't know if this is gonna be common consensus. I'm gonna put this in Very Nice Music. I liked Vultures 1, especially when it came out. I don't really return to it too much right now. That's the same with a couple of these, I guess. But I'm gonna put it there. I like Vultures. God damn, Stitch. And I'll put part 2 in. Part 2 is definitely worse than part 1. So I'm gonna put part 2, and honestly, I'm gonna put that in okay. The first okay tier. That one, I was expecting a lot more out of it. And I don't know if there's ever gonna be, I think Bully's the next album to come out of Kanye. I don't know if he's ever gonna do a Vultures 3. I hope he doesn't. He just needs to let that be its era. Okay, so this is it. I finished it. Some of these I could be talked out of, to be honest. Let me know in the comments if I messed up with any of these. These are my personal opinions off the dome. You know, I'm not like putting the craziest amount of thought in this. This is just how I feel about it right now. Let me know what you think. Leave a like. Go sub to my podcast too. I'm gonna start posting the podcast on this channel too, whether you fucking like it or not. So watch out for that. Peace. Leave a like too, whore.